Hey YouTube, this is Chris, and today what I'm going to be doing is reviewing the PivotHead Durango point of view sunglasses. So what you might be wondering is, why am I sitting in my car while I'm doing this review? I'm sitting in my car because I am going to actually try these out while on camera. So how about we go ahead and get started? So I'm going to start out with just letting you know who PivotHead is. So PivotHead handles point of view glasses. They have three models, at least at the time of this video, which are the Durangos, the Smart, and also the Kudus. The Durango and the Kudus are older models. The Smart is a little bit newer, more newer model. So for the Durangos, since that's the ones we're going to be talking about today, they are $199. So essentially $200. The ones that I purchased were $129. The reason they were $129 was because I purchased them off of their website through the clearance section. So they are refurbished, and for the fact that they're refurbished, obviously they're cheaper. With that, I decided to get the cheaper ones because they're essentially the same thing. They come with all the same accessories that come in the bag, which isn't very much, which essentially is a charging cable and some paperwork and a bag and lens cleaners. So I decided to go ahead and save the money. So what do these glasses do? Essentially, you put them on and then you can record or take pictures of whatever event or activity that you're wanting people to experience along with you. Personally, how I normally would use these is 1080 at 30 frames per second. Reason being is I have three GoPros. I have a Hero 3, Hero 3 Plus, a Hero 4, and a Hero 4 Session. Now the Hero 4 can go up to 60 frames per second at 1080. The Hero 4 can go up to 4K, and the Hero 3 can go at 1080p at 30 frames per second. I typically record in 1080 at 30, mainly because I have that Hero 3 Plus, and I do use all three of my GoPros. If you go to one of my videos, I have one from Galveston Car Cruise. I use three GoPros around the vehicle, so I do use all of them at the same time. So I like to keep them all synced up at the same resolution. So therefore, the PivotHead Durangos recording at 1080p at 30 frames per second isn't that much of a problem for me, but I can see how it can be a problem for others. Now, with that being said, you can also take pictures. You also have a time-lapse mode. So, I mean, it does more than just record video, but that is the main purpose for these sunglasses. So that's all I'm going to give you on the specs for now. If you want more specs, you can go to pivothead.com, and it can give you all the specs on the Durangos, all the specs that you would like to see. So let's go ahead and get to my personal review of the PivotHead Durango sunglasses, point of view sunglasses. The first thing you notice is the look. Now, these glasses came out, as far as I can tell, in 2012. So with them coming out in 2012, it's a little bit of an old technology, but the look, as far as the reviews that I've seen, have been pretty bad on how the looks look. Now, I don't personally care on how they look. I just really want the features of having point of view video. And so the looks to me are not that important. To me, to be honest though, if they were important, they don't look too bad. Now, me, I have to wear glasses all the time. As you can see, I'm wearing glasses now. I don't have that great of eyesight. So the cool thing is PivotHead does offer prescription lens options. So if these are something that I plan on keeping, then I can also get prescription lenses in order to put into the glasses. That way I don't have to keep putting them over my glasses, because they look kind of funny. Now, getting to usability of the glasses, I mean, they're pretty simple to use. You have a power button here, a power switch there. You have your charge, your USB charge port here, and then you have buttons here at the top to start recording or take pictures. Usually, if you just click it, it'll start recording in 1080 at 30 frames per second. If you hold it, it'll be 720 at 30 frames per second, I believe. But I typically would just click it so that I can get the 1080 at 30. And then also you have the back here where it'll take a picture. On the inside of this particular arm, I don't know if you can tell, but there are three dots here that would show the indicator light. So when I turn them on, you see the blue light. That basically means that the glasses are on. And then if I go ahead and click it, the red light would show that it's recording. So I'll go ahead and click it again so that I can turn it off and everything. I want to save the battery life for when I show you how they work. As far as some of the issues on the glasses, one issue that I do have is the amount of memory that are on the glasses. So it only has 8 gigabytes of flash storage. There's no place to put any type of micro SD card or add any type of memory to it. For someone who does a few car cruises here and there, I mean, you might want to add memory onto it so that you can record as much as possible, and then edit down as you need to. But so you only get 8 gigabytes, and then also the battery life. It's not the best battery life in the world. So how I typically would use it is that I would turn it off if I'm not using it at the moment, or if I feel like I'm not really needing it, so that I don't run all the battery life out. Now I can just go ahead and plug it in my car whenever I'm not using it. If I am on some sort of car cruise or anything, that's a little bit of a hassle. I could take off this arm and either replace it with another arm, where it'll add battery life and maybe even have another set of memory on it. That'd be great. But then again, when you think about it, these were made in 2012, so these are fairly old glasses. Now they do have new glasses on their website, on PivotHead.com, and they're called the PivotHead Smart. So you do have a lot more features with those. So it looks like it's basically like their second attempt at the point of view glasses, which this attempt wasn't too bad, but they seem like they'd be a much better set of point of view glasses than these, obviously, since it is a second generation of it. The other thing that I guess I'm kind of picky about is that the lens here, it's not angled down. The reason I would like it angled down, now this is just me personally, is because this is a driving blog and I would primarily be using it for the channel while I'm driving. You probably will never see me use them for anything else other than driving. So if they were angled down, the reason I would like them angled down is so that you can see not only out the window, but also my steering wheel and the gauge cluster. The gauge cluster is probably the most important thing that you want to see if you're driving, or if you're watching some sort of driving video, not just the scenery out in front, but also a true point of view of what's going on my gauges. So that would be great if that was something that they offered, where either I was able to do it myself, or maybe another set of point of view glasses that would already have it angled down a little bit. The only way that you'll be able to see any of my gauge clusters is if I was to put my head down and look at them. I don't want to do that because obviously I'm driving, so therefore I don't want to hit anything, you know. So, you know, I wish that they had a more angled glass. Now, some of the things I like about the glasses are, first of all, although I pointed out the looks before, the looks aren't that bad. They are kind of inconspicuous if you really don't know what you're looking at. They go with everything. I mean, I don't know what some people are talking about, but I mean, it's not like somebody will be able to look at you from a distance and be able to tell that they are point of view glasses. The only time that they'll be able to tell is if they come up and they see the lens up here, obviously. So I mean, the look is decent for what they are. One of the other great things about these glasses that I really like is the video quality. The video quality is not bad at all. I mean, they're pretty much on par with the GoPros that I have. I could probably put the GoPro and the glasses in the same video, edit them all together, and it would look just fine. So the video quality is pretty good, and I like how they look, and I'm actually quite surprised for how small of a package and for something that was created in 2012. So that doesn't sound like it was long ago, but if you think about it, that was 4 years ago. 4 years ago in the tech world is pretty old, you know. So for the time that these were built, and compared to my GoPros, video quality is pretty well. I'll be putting these on pretty soon to, you know, just kind of show you how everything looks. Probably just drive around the neighborhood, nothing too big, just to show you how the video quality goes. One other thing about this is that it does have a mic on it. Now the mic is not that great, so if you're going to be using these primarily as your video source, you're probably going to want to have some sort of recording if you're going to be talking, or if you want to get some exhaust sound. If you're, you know, for me, if you want to get some sort of exhaust sound out of the car while using them, you probably want to set up some sort of you know, mic setup, or have some sort of mic setup for the glasses, because the audio isn't that great on there. When I put these on and we get going, I'll also let the audio pick up as well. I mean, it's not that bad, but you probably want a separate mic setup for these if you're going to be using these as your primary source, same as GoPro. So how about I get these on and show you driving from my point of view? You see what I did there? Pun intended, point of view glasses. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to go ahead and get these turned on. So I'm going to press this button here one time, and the indicator light should be on. Yep, there it is right there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit record now and go ahead and get these on for you. Now, like I told you before, I got to keep my glasses on because I can't see without them. So therefore, I'll look a little funny with these on because my glasses are kind of big compared to the lenses on these. But just bear with me. How about that? Yeah. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we are driving out of my garage right now. And the garage door is going down. All right, so I'm just going to be driving around the neighborhood a little bit just to kind of give you a feel of how it looks. Now, when I move my head, especially if I'm at a stop sign or something like that, you know, I move my head 3 times at least, just to look one way, look the other way, and look back the other way, just to make sure there are no cars coming. To a person that's looking at the video, it probably looks funny, you know, or you get a little dizzy sometimes because of the fact that I'm moving my head so often. But I'll go ahead and, so seeing through them, they're just like normal sunglasses. And I mean, like I said, there's no different. It's just you have this camera right between your eyes. Now they're not angled down. I can't tell if I can look down, so I wish there was a native app that went along with these. Now I say that, like I said, these were created in 2012, so therefore there have been advancements with the second generation, the smarts, the PivotHead Smart. So with the PivotHead Smart, you have an app that you're able to use. You're able to broadcast live. You're able to add memory onto the glasses. Everything I want this one to do. So therefore, I really shouldn't complain because there is another product out there. Coincidentally, it's another $100. So, which it's probably $100 that's worth spending. So I'm coming up to a stop sign now, and you're seeing what I'm seeing. I guess summer school's out. I don't know if school zones are the same for summer school,
So I'm just going to be driving a little bit slower than normal. Oh, there's a line up there. God, there's so much traffic ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just do a U-turn. You guys should see how much traffic I see up there. Now we're coming up to people leaving the school, so I'm stopped. So therefore, you see what I see. I mean, that's essentially what these glasses are for. Now I kind of lowered my seat a little bit, hoping that you guys can see the cluster. And like I said, I don't know if you can see the cluster or not, the gauge cluster. So hopefully you can. If not, then that just proves my point. One of the points that I used before. So I'm gonna go ahead and go again. So I was gonna give it a little bit of gas, but there's a guy on a bike. Oh, okay, he's turning off. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of gas just to show you guys how that looks. Whew, that was fun. That was fun. Nothing like dropping it to second gear. Alright, so I'm gonna just go ahead and go back home and kind of put all this together. Now I have another video on my page that has like a mini unboxing of these. It's nothing too big. I just wanted to show you guys that what I got in the mail, which were these. When I first put them on, I made the mistake of not cleaning the lens here. So when I went out to try them, there's a fingerprint that was on the lens. So, oh, that's an R8. I don't know if you can see that. It's a good thing I had those on. Hopefully you saw that. But yeah, so there was a smudge on the lens. So when I first put them on, I was like, and I went back to look at the video, I was thinking to myself, oh no, this looks horrible. So I look at the lens and I think to myself, oh, that's great. It was just a smudge. So I cleaned it off, and hopefully it looks better now, because I haven't used them since that day that I used it. At some point, I'm going to go ahead and go to Mexico and do a few runs in this car. So stay tuned for that. Oh, man. I really do love the sound of the Mustang. I really do. Mustang has been one of my favorite cars ever since I was a child. I actually learned how to drive on a Mustang. So, I mean, it was just destined to be, you know. Although the Corvette is sometime in my future, hopefully. Just turned down my street right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and park into my driveway now. I always back up or back in whenever I park in my driveway. So I guess you guys get to experience that just to see how that looks. Now, no person would probably put all images. I mean, even when I edit this, I'm gonna edit it down to shorten it a little bit. So no person will probably keep these on, and, you know, or if they do, edit it to where it's all, you know, you see everything, you know. But you know, I just like to have a more memory.
So I'm back home, and I'm gonna go ahead and put all this together, and hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys like my review of it. And it's a personal review. It's not much of anything that I don't know if you guys care for. PivotHead didn't pay me to do it, you know, so there's no sponsorship or anything. I just kind of wanted to share with you guys the benefits or some of the things that I like about the glasses, and some of the things that I think that they kind of fell short on. But full disclosure, as I said before, they were created back in 2012, at least as far as I can see. At least some of the reviews that I read, it was created in 2012. We're in 2016 now, so it's one of those things where 4 years makes a big difference. They do have another pair of point of view glasses out where you're able to do all the things that I wanted to do. So as far as me keeping these glasses or returning these glasses, I may end up returning them just because they do have a better product out there. I'm not sure. I still have a few more days to make that decision, but you know, I may return them because of the better product. Well, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe, and there will be more content to come. Talk to you guys soon.